Hello class 9. I hope you all are good and enjoying yourselves at home. Please do stay safe and stay at home. Okay. Today we are going to do lesson number 9. We have completed lesson number 8 and I hope you have understood. So lesson number 9, what it says, the North Ship. It is written by Philip Larkin. So Philip Larkin has got a full name, Philip Arthur Larkin. So he was a renowned English poet and novelist. I'm not reading the whole blue lines. Please go through it. It's important for your information. What does the poem say? This poem describes the journey of 3 ships that head to different destinations. So different destinations, it will have to go to different destinations or place. While 2 ships return, one presses forward and face perils. Perils is the danger, to continue its long onward journey, almost like a symbol of aspiration that overcomes all obstacles. So it gives a lesson to our life that these 3 ships refers to 3 lives. Okay, 3 lives of the human beings, and the third one, how you need to aspire, how you need to inspire yourself. Even though all obstacles will come to your life, you need to cross those obstacles and press forward for your aim in life. Okay, so I'll read the lines and I will explain it to you, so go through with me. I saw 3 ships go sailing by, over the sea, the lifting sea. So I here refers to Philip Arthur Larkin, and 3 ships, as I told you, he is describing 3 ships with 3 lives. So 3 ships are referred to 3 lives. I saw 3 ships go sailing by, over the sea, the lifting sea. So where he sees the 3 ships, over the sea. So sea and ships are unbearable, means they cannot be separated. Okay, so sea and ships are inseparable, so they cannot be separated. So if you say sea, you have to say ships. So he saw 3 ships over the sea, the lifting sea. So the lifting here refers to pleasant sea, a very pleasant one. Then the next 2 lines, and the wind rose in the morning sky, and one was rigged for a long journey. So, and the wind rose in the morning sky. So it means a perfect situation of journey. So how was this atmosphere? The proper atmosphere to sail the ship. And one was rigged. Rigged means prepared to take a long journey. So the ship was ready for a long journey. The first ship turned towards the west, over the sea, the running sea. So how the sea is described on the first ship? The sea is described for the first ship as the running sea. So running sea is a personification. Running, who does the running? A sea can run? No, a human being can run. So when you give a comparison related to human characteristics, okay, to a non-living thing, that comparison to a non-living thing with a living thing is called personification. So how was the sea? The running sea. The running sea on whose case? On the first ship case, and it was going to west. So remember this, the first ship turned towards the west, over the sea, the running sea. And by the wind was all possessed and carried to a rich country. So where was the first ship supposed to go? It was supposed to go to a rich country. So remember this, which destination? So destinations, as we have come across this word, so he was supposed to go to this destination. Who? The first ship. Now come to the second one. The second turned towards the east, over the sea, the quaking sea. So how, in the case of second ship, how is the sea described? The quaking sea. Quaking means dangerous for sailing. The sea was not appropriate for the second ship to sail. How was the wind? And the wind hunted it like a beast. to anchor in captivity. So how? The wind hunted. So again personification, because hunt. Can a wind hunt? No. A person can hunt, or human beings can hunt. So again personification. Wind hunts whom? The second ship. Like a beast. It's a simile. Simile means the wind is referred to as a beast, an animal who. So the second ship is hunted like a beast. Okay, so the second ship is hunted like a beast to anchor in captivity. So why? The wind will stop. This wind, by hunting the second ship, is stopping. Okay, in captivity, stopping the second ship. Okay, I hope these two paras are clear. Move on to the next page. The third ship drove toward the north. So the third ship journeys towards north. So we got west and we got east. So the third one is in the north. Over the sea, the darkening sea. So darkening sea means the symbol of extreme danger. So the atmosphere in the sea for the third ship was not actually appropriate. But no breath of wind came forth. So there was no wind over the sea, and the decks shone frostily. So frostily, it refers to an unfriendly way. So frostily refers to an unfriendly way. So the sea was not adjusting or cooperating with the third ship to sail on it. The sea was not liking the third ship to sail on it. The northern sky rose high and black. So high and black, again the significance of dark, the bad things happening, as if something evil is going to happen. Over the proud, unfruitful sea. The sea is considered as proud. So again a personification. So proud, only in human beings can be proud. A sea cannot be proud. So again the comparison is made here is personification. So over the proud unfruitful sea. So how is the sea proud? Why it is proud? Because it is not allowing, by its atmosphere, it is not allowing the third ship to drive over him, to drive over the sea towards the north. East and west the ships came back, happily or unhappily. We'll come to this line at the end. So east and west, just know this, east and west ships have got back to its original position. So from where it started, it came back to its origin position. But the third went wide and far into an unforgiving sea. So where did the third go? Into an unforgiving, the sea. Why unforgiving? Because the sea did not help the third ship, okay, for its journey. It was, the weather was not pleasant, okay, the skies was darkened. So these were the things happening. Still the third ship proceeded on under a fire spilling star. So star, we know star as a hope. We know star as a significance of hope. But here with the word fire, it is adding negativity. Fire spilling star, as if fire is destroying the star. And it was rigged for a long journey. So last line signifies the third ship's journey, rigged for a long journey. It will not stop in spite of all the hurdles that the third ship is overcoming in its way. Still it will not stop. It will go on through his long journey. Okay, so this is the ultimate thing. The three ships, that is east, west, the three directions, east, west, north, okay, and three ships. The first one reaches, the first one signifies whom? The first one signifies a person. It's compared, means the west ship is compared to a wealthy person, okay. He is compared to, that ship is a wealthy person who gets back to its home either happily or unhappily. So the first person who has a very wealth, who is very much rich, may not be happy in his whole through life. Okay, a person has money, so that means he is always happy. So that is not the case. So that is why here it is referred happily or unhappily. He must have come back home happily or unhappily. So the in second case, the second ship means the east ship is compared to a person who is living in poverty. So he's poor and he gets back home. He also gets back home either happily or unhappily. Okay, it can be anything. So it's a very confusing situation. You may think that rich means happy, poor means unhappy. It's not the case. For both, it can be both the cases. Either happy, a rich can either be happy, either be unhappy. A poor can either be happy or unhappy in his life. But the third one, third ship that is moving towards the north is actually is the poet. The poet has compared his life with the third ship. He says that in his days he had faced many difficulties in his life, but still he have overcome those difficulties and moved on with his work, continued his work, and that too in a legendary way. He was a renowned poet then. Okay, so he would continue his work even though he faces many difficulties in his life. So Under a Fire Spilling Star is about the critics, okay, who used to point at the poet, who used to question the poet. So those people are referred to as Under a Fire Spilling Star. So the poet did not bother about them. The poet continued all his journey through life, and he was successful. So one lesson that we are going to get from this is never even stop when you face any difficulties. Try to overcome those difficulties and proceed through your life. You will obviously reach towards your goal. Thank you. By this I am ending, and I will provide you the exercise through the PDF. So check it and copy it down in your copy. Okay, and remember to memorize this word nest. Don't forget about this. Okay, thank you.